back to Make and Break. Today we are going to chill out a little bit. We're going to kind of explore. We've been going pretty fast lately, and I've been pretty proud of how fast we've been going. It's been very nice, but one, there's now geometry nodes, which is going to be quite a little thing for us to explore, and two, we're making something a little interpretive today. So, it's probably going to be a slower day. We're going to be chilling a lot today. It's been pretty high energy lately. Whew, just chilling. Just going to take a break. It's not really a break, but a break nonetheless. Let me go ahead and throw on some music. Is that coming through? There you go. Oh, it's just very quiet. Perfect. So, what are we doing today? Today, we are going to attempt to make a ghost. I'll explain why we're making a ghost while we're doing it. But primarily, we want to start by playing around with the new geometry nodes. So, I'm going to go ahead and just jump straight into that. I have a tab up here for the geometry nodes, and I kind of explored it about an hour ago. And the only thing I know how to do, truly the only thing that I can even figure out how to do, is this. What is this? I don't know. It's nothing really. But this is what I know how to do right now, is make these like scattered points that have like really messed up normals. Otherwise, I don't know what's happening. Do I think we're gonna make a ghost shape out of this? Probably not. But let's give it a shot. So, let's just see what we're even looking at first. I think points are really where we want it. Separating points is crazy. What the heck? So, unlike the shader nodes, I'm still kind of wrapping my brain around what we're even looking at. I'm not sure I totally understand what this is. So check this out. If I join the geometry together and reattach it, we don't get anything. That doesn't do anything for us. Why? Why? Isn't that weird? Isn't that strange? What? Do we get... Hold on. New thought process. If we go geometry 2, that's nothing. Okay, so the mask is how it's going to split it, I guess. So let me grab a color ramp. Hey, Joe. Starting early. You're good, though. Don't you worry. Hey, Joe, if you're here around 5 o'clock, 4:30-ish, we may do another crazy sketch. So if you're looking for emotes or anything in your chat, this might be the day for it. Otherwise, keep on lurking. Alright. Transform. I mean, transform has definitely got to be the big one, right? This is the one you've come here for. But it just seems like, why even bother? Yeah, we'll say 4:30, we'll call it. I'll try and make an effort to stop around 4:30. 2.5 hours, it sounds about right. Alright, I mean, if I do this, it's just the normal node. I don't really get that. I am in Eastern Standard Time, yes. It is currently 2:05 in my time. Clock on stream, by the way. Over there. Okay, we want to play... Oh, I got a good idea. I got a really good idea. I have some crazy ideas here. Okay, check this out. New ideas. I'm going to use point distribute. And if I start messing with this... Yeah. Okay, cool. Density, we can ramp up the density. Oh my gosh. What on earth? You can make just like the weirdest little things by doing this. This is very weird. Okay, so we can change density based on certain parameters, right? Poison disc. Okay, so I want to... Okay, consciously. I'm going to make a conscious decision right now. I want to take something. Let's make a normal circle first. Normal circle. I want the left side to be normal, and I want it to dissolve into points. So let's consciously do that. We're going to edit this density right here. So, what do we want? We want like a gradient, right? Or actually, we want to have... a color ramp might do it. Let's do a normal color ramp instead of an attribute color ramp. I'm going to get rid of this for now. Yep, I think this is the way we want to do this. So we're going to put in a color ramp, which I believe is a utility of... Oh, this is a whole new world for me. Where is it? Color ramp, there you are. Makes sense that color ramp would be in color. So we'll do it like that. And like this. And I can change everything. Perfect. So we don't want this. Instead, we want another one that's normal, and we want to go between the two versions of the geometry. So I want to join geometry, but I need like a factor. Where am I going to get a factor from? Combine. Compare. Might be compare. Oops, wrong one. Compare. Man, geometry nodes are a wild ride. I do not understand what I'm looking at. Combine RGB is going to be bad. I'm not even sure what color has to do with things. Why would color affect geometry? This is very over my head. We might not make too much of this. I might come back to this and do a little bit more. Oh, Boolean. There we go. That's what we want. Oh, but I can't change factor. Okay, well, just so we can see it, let's try this. I mean, we're just gonna get the exact same thing, right? Yeah, I don't understand how a color ramp affects this. Let's instead do the attribute color ramp, and we can do geometry and geometry. In fact, I want to see what this does by itself first. Oh, we have to add... Oh, the attribute! Okay, I see. I got it. Hopefully this works. This should work. Right? It's not doing anything. Okay, so what are blue circles? That's the new question, I guess. What is a blue circle? An attribute? No, because that releases geometry. Somewhere up here, there should really be like a key. Like, what is green? Green is vector data. Blue is two-dimensional data, and then gray is one-dimensional data, right? There should be a key for it. Attribute. And then that releases a pink. Who even knows what a pink is? That's one dimensional. What in the, what on earth is an attribute? Like, you want density as an attribute, you want attribute, you want result, but I don't see anything with that as a result. How can I send a signal if there's nothing that sends that signal? That's geometry. I mean, it doesn't even want to take 2D data in those blue circles. Subdivide surface doesn't even use it at all. I mean, I know there's people out here. There's literally attribute section in the add menu. Yeah, but check this out. I go to the attribute, right? Color ramp. It releases geometry. I go to attribute compare. It releases geometry. It makes no sense, right? What's happening? What is this? How do I get this? Everything just releases geometry. It's very weird. No, I mean, it's all just geometry, right? And it makes sense because it's a geometry node, but where would I get this? I think this is asking for a miracle and stuff like this, but you know it would be like super cool. Is it a vector? No, vectors are purple. It'd be really cool if somehow, and don't even ask me how this makes sense because I'm not a coder on this level, if they could mix the shader nodes with the geometry nodes and you could do like stripes that constrain and you get like really deep into it. Oh, I mean, that would kill it. I have literally not seen a node that ends in a blue. I'm not sure what I'm even looking for at this point. Object info. Purple, 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 green. No blue. And a brand new orange that we've never seen either. What? This is very, bleeding edge. Very, very bleeding edge. You know what? We're gonna have to call it for a sec. I'm gonna take a little chill pill for just a bit, and we're gonna work on this circle now. I have some pretty clear ideas of what I want to be doing today. They're not too intensive, but it is character design, and character design can get out of hand pretty quickly. I'm not an expert at character design or anything along those lines, so I can't guarantee that we'll get good results today, but I'm thinking that the results should be pretty easy if we get them. So that being said, let's get going. Well, like I said, we'll go back to geometry nodes on and off as we're going. They make literally no sense to me. I know by the time, like, I'm far enough in the stream, Simo will have, like, figured it out. Simo is our resident master of crafting here. Alright. So the idea is to make a little ghost man with a crunchy little mouth, and I'm not sure what to do about the eyes. I did add new stuff to the Discord. Thank you for noticing. I opened things up a little bit more, so when we hit affiliate, people will be able to sub, and there'll be a sub chat available. So that should be pretty nice for everybody. And I just made little changes here and there. Alright, so this is like the conventional ghost. I know there's gonna be people in the world that see this and go, it looks like sperm. So I'm gonna fix that before we have to quote-unquote deal with those people. So let's grab a few of these. And to the best of my understanding, I should just be able to pull everything back just a little bit. And if I subsurface this, what is it going to look like? We're going to already be dealing with pretty large geometry. Get rid of these geometry nodes. I don't want the geometry nodes right now. Subsurface this. Oh, and what happens if I subsurface this? And then I geometry. Isn't that going to be like a huge conflict? Also, this looks bad. New thought, new thought. Let's go back real quick. Back to original circle. Subsurface doesn't like those tries. That's okay. I think it looks bad just because I didn't put my points on correctly. If they get a little rounded, we should be fine. I'm gonna grab... Ooh, we're kind of playing our odds real quick here. Let me do this. So I'm making like a blob shape. And then I'm going to grab the same one. And I'm going to grab you as close over to this side as possible. We'll dip down just a little bit, kind of offset some things. Now I'm going to pull all of these back decently far. We're going to set to sharp. That's kind of works. It's a little weird looking. I think I might need to sculpt the top part of this a little bit. The problem that I'm having with it is I'm trying to picture it sitting still. This makes sense when it's moving. It like drags. Oh, wow, that's actually a cool idea. Oh, what if I keyframed it so it pulls when it moves? Oh, that's it. That's exactly it. That's how we're gonna do this. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring this here and proportion it slightly back. Sure, that'll work. I'm inclined to sculpt it real quick with X mirroring, and we're gonna just pull up the sides of this thing real quick. That is too much strength. Just like that, nice and easy. And then we want to flatten the face just a little bit so that it has a like mouth. It's a little much, I think. Like that. That's about right. That should be all right. It kind of looks like a mag from Phantasy Star Online, which is a game that occupies a very strong part of my brain, but I haven't thought about mags in quite a while. Here, I'll pull it up. I'm referencing and I'll pull it up so everyone can see. Let's show the class. PSO mag. This is what I'm talking about. Sort of looks like this. I don't know if this is what a ghost is supposed to look like. That's kind of what we're making by accident. So let's go ahead and fix that a little bit. I do kind of like it being a little like pill. That's like a cool shape. It's a really interesting shape for something that's supposed to be like supernatural. Yeah, this works. Look at that. And then we're going to draw a little face on it. Yeah, this will work. It's a little abstract. We're going to get there. We're going to make it look more human here in just a second. The goal for this was always to make something that was basically a will-o-wisp. like those little fire spirits. The thing that you turn into in World of Warcraft when you die as a night elf. That was always sort of the idea for me, was to make that shape. But I didn't want it to be fire, because if a ghost was made out of fire, that would not be good for anybody involved, probably also including the ghost. So, it's not actually fire, but I wanted to, like, simulate that effect. And I think this will be a decent way to do that. Okay. So, let's go ahead and hit the mouth part of it. There's a right way to do the mouth, and there's a wrong way to do the mouth. Try and take a guess which one I'm going to do. I'm going to do the wrong way. I don't know how to do the right way. I mean, that's a big part of it. I just don't know how to do the right way. Both. Probably both. That's the truest thing you've ever said, man. Oh my god. Both. I'll do everything, honestly. Let me put up a reference for you guys so that you can see what I'm doing, and if you guys want a backseat, you're welcome to backseat. My phone is just always going off lately. I don't know why. This little pill bottle guy is just wild. Hold on. I see two things I want to change. One is, I think it needs to be shrunk. And we'll round that out in just a second. And two, I think it needs to be tilted. Whoa, wrong way. Nope, keep it the way it was. And then I'll put up my reference. It's the most obvious reference in the world. Anybody who's ever made a ghost is using the exact same reference as me. But I think it'll come together at the end. I know it looks weird right now. I mean, I can't promise that it'll look good by the end of it, but I sure hope so. For my sake, it'll look good. There we go. Who could have guessed that I would have used this as a reference? Who in their right mind would have guessed? Everybody. Everybody would have guessed. Okay, so I need to make that mouth. This little crooked cat mouth with the weird curly bits in the teeth. I'm still like really trying to figure out how animation and whatnot works. And so making a mouth that is T-posed or default or whatever you want to call it is a little challenging for me. So I'm going to make it smile by default. And if I have to remake it, I'll remake it. I'll actually go one step further. You were expecting King Boo? No, he's too round. I need something like scary. We're going to call this Ghost Body, by the way. And just in case we do more than the ghost today, I'm going to make a collection. So we'll call you Ghost. There's actually already a collection that we're not using. Oops, my bad. Okay. So if anybody has any like advice on how mouths work, let me know. But I'm just going to do it my way for the time being. We're going to grab a cylinder. Where am I looking? Cylinder. The more vertices I put on it, the worse this thing is going to be. I actually think we just want to do a triangle. If I subsurface this, a triangle might be the correct shape. Let's not do a triangle. Let's do a square. We'll keep it like a square like this. Select edges and rip. All right, Simo. You want me to do it the right way? I'll do it the right way. But my only problem is it's... Oh no, it looks great. Okay. Let's get that camera out of here. I don't care about the camera. Select edges. We'll get it nice and wide. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's it. It's about the right shape. It's about the right size. Looks good to me. It already kind of looks like a mouth just with them highlighted like that. V is the shortcut for rip. Oh my god. Oh my, what? Simo, I mean, every time I talk to you, you change my life. I think we might be in love. I can't believe it. What the heck? What the heck? Okay, so let's go ahead and just finish the fight, as Dr. Master Chief would say. I'm gonna fix just the way this looks a little bit. If I bring it down... Oh, if I open it. Oh, that's... Oh, it's so creepy. Okay. Okay. Chill, chill, chill. Wow, he is haunting. Now, I struggle with, like, should ghosts have lips? Because, like, no, ghosts shouldn't have lips. But... should they have lips? Okay, so I think the best course of action is just to make a really bad in-gun, push it back into the mouth with, like, an extrusion. Actually, I'll extrude first and then make the in-gun, and then I'll try and subsurface, or not subsurface, what am I saying? I'll try and, topo it. Ugh, he looks haunting. Is that right? Do I want to be doing it like this? This looks fine, I guess. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'll just put that out there. So let's try Control F grid fill. I have a grid fill. Perfect. Grid fill it is. It's a little gross. It's a little bad. Wow, that looks terrible, actually. That looks really bad. And the grid fill went up on that side? No, 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 no. Okay, tell you what. I need to auto hide. Let's do this the correct way for right now. What is hide? Hide is Control H. That's hook. It's Shift H, right? Shift H. Yeah, that's it. Shift H. Perfect. Now we're back. Let's turn off the wireframe and let's edit this mouth. Alright, what do we do in? We got all of the mouths. Let's bring them nice and back. Let's grab control to there. Bring that down. We're gonna control to here, bring this up. They could probably use a subdivision and a subdivision. This subdivision can be J to there, J to there, J to there, and J to here. And then these two can be pushed like that. And we've got a very weird looking mouth on a very weird looking dude. Not bad. Okay, so let me grab all of these and we're gonna extrude straight back. His whole body is gonna be a mouth at this point, which kind of works for a ghost if you think about it. So my topology is going to be pretty messy, I think. Bear with me, I guess. Merge at last. Merge at last. And now we're gonna go. Why does it look like that? Is it just the... What is this? Why did you put a... How is that a face? What? Blender, why are you like this? I don't need to do that one, and I don't need to do that one. I just need to do these two, and then I'll fix them. I say that. I don't have confidence that I will, but I'm going to try and fix them. This is the goal. Alright, let's go ahead and just redo this face since it got super messed up. I don't know why. It's just a quad. It should be pretty easy. Now it's flat. What? Makes no sense. It's because polygons are ultimately made of tri, so if you distort the plane too much, it will show. That calls in a very interesting question. Why do people prefer quads over tris? Is it just for the speed of editing, or is there a secondary reason? Because so far, easier to edit. Okay. Because people, like, freak out if you use tris. People, like, lose their minds over tris. You know what? Hold on. We have a very red moment here. I'm gonna redo all of this. Well, try animating a face that has only tris. Yeah, I get it. To some degree, I understand. To some degree, I don't. But I understand. Just strange how, like, it just goes against, like, common logic. And I understand when you get into the nitty-gritty of it, common logic doesn't matter. Like, what works, period. That makes a lot of sense to me. But, as somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, it doesn't make any sense to me. And nor should it, because, as I said, I'm not somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. So if I don't know what's going on, that's probably expected. People who are really into low poly do tris mostly. Do they? That's... Alright, you're saying a lot of stuff that makes no sense to me. So I'm just going to take it at face value and say, sure, you're right. Okay, so I don't know what a mouth is supposed to look like, but there's a mouth. Okay, so next. Man, how are we gonna animate this thing? This thing looks like a mess. Let's make ourselves a little bit of room, and I'm gonna have to shape key this when inevitably I have to animate it. I'm gonna have to shape key it. I don't want to do that, but that's definitely gonna be the way of things. This kind of reminds me of the first stream of yours I saw. Yeah, I was making that weird face, and I was trying to make a mouth despite knowing literally nothing. How things have not changed at all. Still just flubbing around. Alright, I'm looking at this. I actually have a decent idea of what I want to be doing here. Let's use faces instead of edges for just a second. I think I'm just obsessed with this idea of, like, ghost faces. I think this is a real thing of mine. I don't know why. I'm just obsessed with this idea. I, like, constantly want to make ghost faces. Okay, so we're gonna go up. We're going to come out a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't intersect. We'll do it like that. We'll come back just a little bit. And then we'll do it like that. Simo, you've kind of been like the OG, honestly. You and Joe are like the two OGs of chat. Violets has been here since the beginning too, but Violets is cheating because they know me in real life. So, you know, if anything, Violets is more of an OG than any of you. Alright, we'll go ahead and pull just these ones up so we can curve that mouth out just a little bit. And this, I think, is going to look pretty decent on the inside. It should be a huge mouth. Nope, wrong one. Not you, but you. This should be a huge, huge mouth. And there's virtually no geometry inside the mouth, which I don't know if I feel is good or not, but it'll have to do for this. Now we gotta give it some teeth. I'm kind of inclined to subdivide it right now. Simo, is that a huge mistake? Am I going to be making a huge mistake if I subdivide this thing right now? Let me start by re-enabling our hidden object real quick. Well, kind of. Why? Why would that be a huge mistake? Because I can't make teeth out of this. This is too general for teeth. I need more geometry to work with. Also, get these geometry nodes out of here. I don't want the geometry nodes. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go back to our project file. I'm going to go back to this. We'll call this Ghost. You made a huge mistake by starting that how you did with the icosphere. I kind of had a feeling, but I just went for it, you know? Sometimes you get a feeling and you just go for it. I could cut it down the middle and mirror it and reattach geometry. I mean, that won't take too long, right? I've done that 1,000 times in my life. Look how derpy this guy looks. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, I love him. I think he has to be high geometry. Tell you what. I'm going to put a subsurface on here of 1. I'm going to say, what does that do for us? Well, it fixes the mouth a lot. Everything else is the same, but the mouth gets really fixed. And honestly, if he's a little asymmetrical, I don't think I care. He's a ghost. He's supposed to look super weird. You want me to remesh it? Oh man, I don't have a good track record with remeshing. Okay. How do you want me to remesh it? I think voxel is probably the wrong way to do it. I think smooth is the right way to do it. I'm gonna go for it. What am I doing? I don't understand what even any of this means. Let's hit apply. Oh, we can't. We're on edit. That's why. Oh, yep. Okay, so you want me to go go to the vert menu where auto smooth is, and there is a remesh also. Okay. Remesh. This is better than the other thing is what you're saying. Okay. I think we should use quads. Whoa, I'm not doing that. That's too crazy. You want me to use quads? You're crazy, man. Number of faces, 4,000. How many do we have right now? Hold on. There should be a little context clue that tells you how many vertices you have, but it went away for me. I'm not sure why. I keep trying to add it back. We have 1,300. Okay, so if we double that, that's 2,000. 2,000's not bad. I'll say 2,500. It's hidden in the menus. It's supposed to be right where this is. Oh, you can't see my cursor's in the way. It's supposed to be over here on this side of the menu. That's where it was originally. Use mesh symmetry. Smooth normals. I'll click that. He actually kind of looks like a monster. Is it ugly? Yeah. How's the back look? Hold on. Let's take a full tour of this guy real quick. It did mess up the mouth. It did indeed mess up the mouth, but I think we can work with this. Let's do one thing real quick. Let's try it one more time. I'm gonna go, that actually processed very quickly, so I'm willing to attempt a 4,000. Seems fine. Seems like it's running pretty normal. Oh, I don't like that crunch. That's a bad looking crunch. It did fix it and make it symmetrical though, so this is definitely the answer. Preserve sharp is probably what we want. Preserve mesh boundaries is probably what we want. Hey, there we go. That's just a small fix right there. Cool, this'll work. Yeah, I see a little couple of stuff back there that needs to be fixed, and a little couple of stuff up here that needs to be fixed. Otherwise, not half bad. Oh, we got a pull. That's why that looks so bad. Okay, so... how am I gonna solve this? I think the easiest way to solve it is to vertex slide. Just like that. That's an ugly looking thing right there. Let's try this one real quick. I'm just gonna fix this part. Oh wait, it didn't do it on that side. Oh, they're not even. Or maybe they are. Wait, hold on. Mirroring is turned on. That's why it did it. Oh, mirroring is turned on. Perfect. Cool. Easy. Nice and easy. Now I'm going to fix this. Off the top of my head, I feel like this should be like this. And this should be combined here. What the heck is happening with this guy? It's just because these are so close, right? Oh, that is an ugly little face right there. Let's, I'm just gonna try remaking the face real quick. That has worked for me in the past. Accurately modeling the piano is kind of a lot of work, but you learned a lot of cool stuff today because of it. So, what did you do that I didn't do? What was your big breakthrough on it? What in the world is this? Why does it look like this? You know what? I think I'm going to keep it as is. Oh. No. Oh, oops. I messed up. I messed up. Oh, no. I reset it. Okay. Back to this. Actually, hold on. What if I throw a subsurface on here? It fixes it. Yeah, okay. I need to chill out. There's no reason to freak out about that. It fixes it right away, and it even makes that little crick for where we're gonna put the little smile later. Simo says instancing is the biggest thing that you did with your model piano. What does that mean? Tell the class. What do you mean by instancing? Okay, so let's see. This guy has got symmetrical teeth. I think we like symmetrical teeth. The tooth down the center is a pretty bad look. It feels very uncanny. I love the top row of teeth. I hate the bottom row of teeth. So let's fix that. Kind of a better way to do a raise on a curve. Okay. I have no idea what that means. Like, I get what an array on a curve is, but I don't understand what instancing is. Does that work? We'll have to put a ridge, I think, right there. I'll subdivide and add a little bump, but otherwise, I think that looks good. Okay, so let's do that. I'll say that, and then we're going to offset it a little bit. I don't need to do both sides, but I'm doing both sides because I'm OCD. I think that's all I want to do. He has a big row on the bottom. I think I like just that. Let's try it. We'll honor the design once and just see what it looks like. That ain't it, Chief. That ain't it, Chief. I think this is the better method right here. This looks alright to me. I'll take this. I mean, it's not a functional creature. This doesn't eat like plants or meat. I don't have to worry about anatomy too much. You can select a mesh and place copies of your object to every vert of the mesh. What? My brain is trying to process what you just said. You can select a mesh and place copies of your object. Oh, like snap editing, like in Unity. That's crazy. Wow, I didn't know Blender did that. That's actually insane. Alright, so we want to do this, and this, this, and this, so on and so forth. No, what was that? That was a weird little thing it just decided to add. Just did it again. Why is it doing that? Oh, I must have misclicked. I think I clicked something on the inside of the mesh. That's why it did it. Okay, so I grab you and you, and I think we want to use shrink slash flatten. So let's grab shrink flatten wherever that is. Should be like right here. Why am I not finding it? Shrink flatten. Shrink flatten. I believe Control S. That's save, obviously. That's it. Okay, it's Alt S. And I think we want just the tiniest little bump here, like 0.015. Okay, and now if I go to object, wow, that looks freakish. Let's go to edit, and we're going to grab this guy, this guy, this guy. Actually, no, let's grab the sides. Sides are going to hold their form a little bit better. It's a better silhouette. And if the front gets curved, that's better for the way that it's going to look, I think. So we're going to grab just the sides, and we're going to crease it, which, if I remember correctly, is Control B. There's way too many shortcuts to remember. Control, it might be E. Control E. Edge crease, Shift E. I was close. I was very close. Didn't quite work. So we're gonna do the exact same thing here on the front. And I'm gonna Shift E it. Shift E all the way up. Now we should have nice little daggers. Kind of. It looks a little gross. How do we make it look less bad? Well, I see one fix while we're here. I think I want to grab this and pull you up. Grab you, pull you up. Not you. You. Pull you up. Grab you. Pull you up slightly. Now that being said, I think we want to grab you and you. And we want to decrease. What is happening? I'm not sure I understand what's happening right now. Ooh, that looks kind of good with that little weird... Oh, that looks cool. Okay, so now I just need to make it less crunchy. It looks a little too crunchy for me. Also, he has a spine. Where'd that come from? Okay, I messed something up. I think I might have accidentally sculpted that. It's kind of weird. Where did that come from? You can't post images to the 3D channel anymore. I will fix that. I will fix that here in just a second for you. I'm not sure why that's the case. I didn't really change any permissions or anything like that, but I guess we'll see. Oh, okay. I have a new, I'm now inspired by something else. I have a new inspiration, guys. Oh, he looked, oh, that's it. Yep, we've done it. We're in. We got the design. We did it. This is art style, baby. Okay, let me fix my Discord for you. Let's take a quick little break. Oh, you can't embed links anymore. Strange. Let me fix that for you. Anybody who is not a member of our Discord, come join our Discord. You get to see Simo's great work, and occasionally you get to see me. I was able to put a link though, so not so bad, but when you fix it, can I have permissions to the 2D channel too? Yeah, you can have permissions to the 2D channel, why not? You're the man as far as I'm concerned. Okay, permissions on this channel. Okay, I have you selected. Let's see what you can do. You're allowed to embed links, you're allowed to attach files, you're allowed to do reactions. You should be set. Let's do the same thing on the 2D channel real quick, and then we'll be set. I apologize for the break. We should be smooth sailing after this. And Mr. Simo is going to get the Aesthetic Adept title, and you're set. You're good to go. All right, what are you posting? Let's see that post. No problem at all. Don't you worry. Okay, so I'm going to pull up a new image real quick. I have an idea. I have a really good idea. Let's go to Firefox. Let's go to Japanese fox god. I know they're called kitsunes, but I don't want specifically the kitsune. Look at that mouth. I want one with an open mouth because their mouths look very strange when they're open. That's it. That's what we're doing. That's the look right there. Okay, please don't be a WebP. Thank you. That's it. That is the look. That looks so good. That's a fierce fox. Yeah, he's cool. I like him. So we're going to put you up in there. And you're going to be another little reference image for us. Just for the mouth. I don't want him to have a snout or anything. Just the mouth. This little dip in the mouth is really cool to me. And I'm going to try and keep that in mind when I'm doing the inside of the mouth as well. Alright. This got jacked up somehow. Let's fix that. I'm not sure what's going on with this either. There's this weird shape here. Why is that shape here? What is that? Something strange. What is that? Why is that artifact there? When it subdivides, what makes it do that? Oh, it's not... I see. I fixed it. Okay. J. J. Ah. And it didn't mirror too because I didn't do that. That's why. I botched it. J and J. And so now it should be symmetrical when I pull down. Oh no, they're not with each other anymore. These guys are not one and the same anymore. That's kind of a shame. Were they never together? Because they were, I think, at one point. Alright, so this is going to be the first little bit of asymmetry that we have. We're going to call it deliberate. Sure. Yeah, that works. That's fine. It'll emphasize the size in the mouth as well. I might even want to make that fang a little bit bigger. Do we want to make the fang a little bit bigger? No. It's a pretty small mouth, and when it starts opening and closing, I don't want to freak it out. So let's keep it like this. It looks a little warbly, though. You see this guy? Why does he look so weird? He's like botchy. Maybe you won't see that once I've animated it. Okay. Cool. Now, eyes. I could use some creative input here. I was deciding what to do about the eyes. I kind of want to do no eyes. But then I'm like, then what is it? Actually, let's wait on the eyes. I'm going to do the arms first. But feel free to give your criticism about the eyes. Just something about, like, why would a ghost have eyes? That doesn't make any sense to me. Ghosts... I mean, why would they have a mouth, too? But the mouth, to me, is, like, scary. I guess eyes can be scary. I guess I'm destroying my own point as I speak. Which is often the way of things. Alright, hands. I like Gengar's hands a lot. I think we want the Gengar hands. Self-debate. Oh, Simo, this is what I'm like at all times. The only real difference between me on camera and off camera is how loud I am. I try to be a little bit louder on stream because I worry that things don't come through or the energy is not expressed correctly. Other than that, I don't change anything. This is who I am. Kind of want to fix the butt of this guy as well, but we'll get there. Okay, so let's go ahead and add an object to him. I'm thinking we should add... I'm thinking we should just add a cube. And if I add a cube, I can subdivide fingers out. Yeah, let's do that. Might not be the best idea in the world, but it's my idea and I'm sticking to it. I'm gonna do it over here. Go ahead and make a cube. Get you all the way over here. Let's think about a cube for a second. Little weird hand. I think the really important thing for a thumb is that a thumb has a distance between it and the rest of the fingers. So I'm going to do this. And extrude along normals. And then we're going to go ahead and cut this part in half. And I'm going to extrude that along a normal. I'm going to extrude that along a normal. I'm going to grab both of them. We're going to separate them just a little bit. That's bad. There we go. Just like that. I don't know why it didn't do that the first time. And so we have a hand, right? That's a hand. We can make a hand out of that. I'm going to be doing constant subdivisions, so I want to see what it looks like while we're going. This is my first real attempt at making a hand ever. So let's give this a shot. This is going to be a big learning process. This whole stream has been a learning process, especially with the geometry nodes. I'm going to come back to the geometry nodes, I think, at the end of the stream. So we're not done. You know what? I kind of like it like that. So I think I want to bring this out, and I want to put a knuckle in there. Bring you out and put a knuckle in there. Knuckles right there. Knuckles right there. Knuckles near the base. And then we're going to grab you and shrink you down. If I can make you a claw, I will. I probably should be a claw, all things considered. How am I going to make a claw? Okay, nope, I know how to make a claw. I know how to make a claw. We need to add another subdivision as close to this as possible. Very close to the edge, very close to the edge. And then we're going to grab all of this, nope. Just these two first. Just one. And we're going to shrink you down. Make you real little. 0.01. 0.01. 0.01. Now, I know some people are going to say that you can bevel and get the same result. In my experience, that has not worked. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, we're just going to do that. And this one should be roughly the same, but I think if I control R... Oh, it's fine. Perfect. Okay, cool. We'll shrink you down just a little bit. Shrink you down just a little bit. Shrink you down a little bit more. No. A little bit more. There we go. I mean, that's a hand. Now we got to start getting the articulation on it. Very important last couple of steps here. Let's grab you, and we're going to fuse all of your vertices at center to make a spike. We're going to do the same thing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Alright, so we have the basics of a hand. I want to keep it in T-pose. It can articulate like that, no problem. It can articulate here, no problem. Oh, they have 2 points of rotation on the other hands. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so I want to go ahead and edge slide up. That's the knuckle. Knuckle and knuckle. Okay, now we're good. If we're being extra weird, which we like to be, that's got to come out a little bit. And same thing here. Okay, now we have full articulation on all of those sides. Now what we want to do about the body. The body of it, it should be squared off, but the square doesn't fit correctly. So the way that I think I'm going to fix this problem is I'm going to do this. And this... That looks about perfect. Might be a little too extreme on the one side right there. That looks super good. Okay, so I think what we want to do here is push this part in, up a little bit, in. That looks crazy good. That looks so good. That's a ghost. Okay, his little palm part is pretty big. Like that. It looks so much like the aliens from Metroid, that they have the keypads and you have to turn on the keypads to unlock like the visors and all that stuff. I don't think it's the Chozo. It might be the Chozo. That looks pretty good. I'm going to call it there. I could try and add little knots. I said it. I said it out loud. Am I going to do it? Sure. I said it out loud. I might as well do it. Okay, for this to work, I think we have to add that. I think we have to do that. Oh, have I given myself way more work to do? I think I have. Okay, let's just do one. Let's start with one, and then I'll go back. So here's one. We're going to add a knuckle. And if I add a knuckle here, yeah, it just evens itself out. So let's go ahead and add that and that, that and that. And then I will add a knuckle. And then I will do the same thing here. And I will add a knuckle. So we want every side except for the inner side to get bigger. That isn't going to make sense. 1, 2. Does it matter? It does. It does matter. Okay. Let's do it like that, and like this, and like that. Does that look weird as can be? It looks pretty disturbing. It looks way fatter. Let's go back. Maybe I don't care how detailed it is. How do we feel about this? Actually, oh, I have a much different idea. I have a way different idea. No. This is easy. Way different idea. Let's do it like this. Let's do that. Just 1 point. And I can actually articulate the fingers a little bit more like this. Yeah, there you go. I'm sort of inclined to try and put this... Hello? This in. Same with you. In just a little bit. Make it a little bit less grotesque looking, I think. Put a little bit of a split in between here. A little bit less fatty on this thing. Alright, this is the stuff I normally try to not do on stream, but I'm just feeling it right now. I think we're really onto something. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I think what I want to do now is the bottom of this thing. We want to try and make a palm. Like that. Probably that one as well. Probably deep. And then just a little bit of curving on the edges. The tiniest little bit on the fingers, just so it comes up and it holds correctly. And then we'll do that one, and this one has to be the most extreme. Just like that. That's a weird ghost hand. I like it. Okay, cool. I'm inclined to take the whole thing and just make it a little skinnier. And that's what I'm gonna do for now. It could be a lot better, and I think I might sit and tinker with it off stream. But that's it for now. So let's go ahead and put you here. I'm going to turn you. What do we want? We want like a 90, negative 90, and 90. Which way is the palm facing? Negative 90. Thumbs go on the inside. Might be inclined to do a negative 45 or a negative 60, just to kind of show it off a little bit better. Yeah, like he's casting a spell. There we go. Perfect. So let's go ahead and add a mirror modifier to this thing. We're going to put it above that, and it's going to go across Ghost Body. And you are officially called Hands. Could use some work, but not bad. He's a weird-looking ghost dude. What is this? Just a cube? I don't know why that's there. Alright, so question is, what are we doing for eyes? What does this guy's eyes look like? Man, I'm really inclined just to give him nothing. Let's Google it. Let's do some Googling. I said we would go slow on this stream. We're going slow on this stream. Ghost eyes. I'm gonna get really conventional, boring stuff, aren't I? The two... That's a good look, actually. That's a cool look. Oh, is this a comic series? It is. Spooky eyes. They're just gonna be eyes. Demonic eyes. Nothing really bizarre. Nothing truly out there. Maybe we'll stick to the weird, like, holographic-y... Okay, let's try him. I'm gonna try that. I've made weird eyes in the past, and I felt pretty good about them, but it's not exactly the spirit of what we're doing today. Alright, he's going for a swim. Let's see. We want the minor radius to be pretty small. Is that right? 0.75. 0.075. Let's try that. What is this going to look like? That's a good ghost eye. It's a little dumb, but it's kind of awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and tilt it. Just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this, call you eye, and add a mirror modifier to ghost body. Oh my goodness, look at him. All right, before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's shade him. Let's give him a little bit of shading. Okay. Shading time. This is the part I was looking forward to. Grab him, and we're gonna do a new shade. I'm gonna hide both of these. We don't want too much color data right now. And I'm looking at the hands right now. The hands should be bigger. There we go. Just like that. Okay. We need glass. We need transparency. I think we need a Fresnel. Translucency is super interesting, but one, it doesn't work the way you want it to, and two, it kills my computer. So I'm going to stay away from transparency. We want to mix. Let's go ahead and put it back into this mode. Should probably change our world settings real quick. World settings will change to... I need to make an HDRI out of that one that I did on stream a couple weeks ago. That would be pretty intense, I would say. Okay, so we're back to this. Let's go back to object. I mean, one of them is completely frozen, right? I like 1.33, and I'm going to go ahead and put a color ramp here in front of this. It's, to default. Oh, the transparency just doesn't want to take it all. Why? So it doesn't want to be transparent. Why not? Oh, and he has this gross mouth inside of him. Oh no, I didn't think about this. Simo, are you still here? I got a question for you. What do you mean it's pretty transparent? It's just not what I'm expecting. If he is just a floating ghost body, there's no harm in deleting the inner part of the mouth, right? Like, his whole body can be the cavity that he puts food in. Yeah, okay. I think I overthought this. I overthought this way too much. Okay, let's do that. Let's go into edit mode. Let's do this. Let's do wireframe. I'm going to cut off the back of this guy, and by that I mean I'm going to keep the front half of this guy. We're going to do Shift H. Perfect. But yeah, I overthought this. I overthought this way too much. Now, this part's going to be hard. How far up does that go? Oh, that's good. That's what we want. Not that one. Make sure nothing's coming out from the front. I didn't think about him being transparent and his body literally coming out of himself. Control and plus to increase the selection nicely? Control and plus. I don't know what you mean. I know that you mean like control click, but I don't think that's exactly what I'm trying to do right now. I don't have numpad. Yeah, I know, I'm a scrub. I'm the worst. You meant plus. Got it. Okay. This is going pretty fast. I'm not worried about this. Look at his little mouth. He sort of looks like a boo. Okay, so I gotta be careful of this part right here. Make sure we don't accidentally kill the front of this guy. So we got it like that. And if I grab you and we go all the way to here. This should take... Come on. Nope. This guy really looks like the boss, the King Boo boss, whatever he is, from Sonic Adventure. I sort of like these little hooks in here. Is that going to be the worst thing in the world? To keep these? Yeah, let's keep it. Sure. Whatever. Who cares? Okay, so I will go ahead and hit Alt-H to bring that back. And if we look at object mode, it looks like our mesh is normal, so all should be well. Back to shader world. Let's see how bad this looks. Oh, wow. Oh, and his mouth just like shows up. Yep, this is it. It was just the mouth being on the inside that ruined it for me. Wow, he is haunting. Cool, so he's like a little jelly boy. That's the goal for us, is to make a little jelly boy. So we want to probably B-spline this. Tell you what, I'm just gonna lower this a little bit. And his IOR should be lowered as well. This IOR should match it. Trying to figure out the best way to show off his mouth. I kind of think 1.1 is the correct way to do this, because you'll still see it at the right angles. Okay, I'm going to call this Ghost Jelly. We're going to go ahead and make the arms Ghost Jelly real quick. And then I'm going to begin coloring it. I'm not sure how well this is going to port over to Unity or Unreal. Probably not at all. So this is more of a reference image than anything else. If I could color the outside of his mouth a little bit red, that would be nice. But I'll do that with a texture map later. In the meantime, what we really want to do is we want to color this glass. Yeah, shaders don't port. I'm aware. I've done a little bit of porting already, and it's been pretty problematic. You basically have to just turn them into textures. But I want to try and simulate this in Unity. So, this is my baseline. I'm going to go off of this. Alright, so this is where things are going to get a little wild. To explain what I'm doing right now, this is why the principled BSDF is good. Why, does that transfer easily? Or you can just bake straight from it or something like that? Got it. Good to know. I will keep that in mind. I do need to learn it. I'm just being picky. I'm just being bad. Alright, check it out. We're going to put this right here. Bear with me on this one. This one's going to come back later. I'm going to add a color ramp, because you can make all the same texture maps the game engines use. Right, you can just port to like an ambient occlusion, a height map, all that sort of stuff. That's actually huge. As somebody who has been making fun of the principled BSDF to some degree, that is really big. Alright, so I think we want to do the same Fresnel. And we want white here in the center, and we want a color on the edge. Maybe? Okay, hey, there we go. So we need like weird color spikes. I'm gonna multiply this just a little bit because it's too hard for me. So I'm gonna give it like a that and that. That didn't work. Maybe we do need to up this just a little bit. I need it to be like cleaner. It's so hard. Can I put a gradient in here? Let's put a gradient in here. Let me try putting a gradient on this thing. It's just like so incredibly hard for no reason. Get rid of that. Why are you so hard? Why? Oh, there we go. Oh, he's perfect. Oh, we've done it. Oh, this is it. Man, recreating this is going to be difficult, but we have done it. Oh, he's perfect. Oh, he's perfect. Oh, he looks so good. Oh, I love him. This is my boy, and I love him. Okay, I'm going to keep playing around with the IOR until we get a color variation that we like. But basically, the goal is as follows. We're making a dude with some weird colors. That's a really nice color scheme. I always love cyan and deep red. I think that's super, super nice. There's an artist on DeviantArt who all of their art is black, white, cyan, and red, and it is like really, really like aesthetically pleasing. I like very, very much enjoy it. We'll say 0.8 is perfect. Look at this haunting boy. All right, so I did something and I said it would come back later. It is officially later. Are we prepared? I want this guy to generate randomly. So we're going to add an object node, object info. Haven't been on DeviantArt in a while. Yeah, I stayed away from it for a while until I started streaming. And now I post my artwork there. I haven't done so in a while, though, so probably not the most professional thing in the world for me. Here we go. So, we can just keep making new guys. I can just continually make a bunch of new guys. I suppose I should probably join the hands to the face. And we'll do that, and the colors will be more consistent, but I'm not done with the hands yet, so I'm not doing that yet. That is next. But pretty good for the time that we've had so far. So let's start incorporating more ideas on this guy. I'm gonna get rid of the object info for right now because I like this color scheme and I want him to look like this. I think I don't need to worry about anything else right now. So let's keep him. Next is the eyes. Alright, so principled BSDF. Let's take a moment to learn it. The emission. What color eyes do we want this boy to have? I am very inclined. I got an idea. Let's make a color ramp. And let's say, what color eyes do we want? The eyes can be yellow. Do we want them to be green? No. Do we want them to be blue? No. Purple. Like a pinky purple. Okay, so we'll take a purple and we'll take a yellow. Maybe on the greener side of yellow. I'm going to do an HSV, and we're going to go right between it. Let me go ahead and get rid of the ghost body for a second. I want only the emission to show through. Yep, just the emission. I'll go ahead and shade smooth. And we're going to go ahead and put two things, and I'm not sure how to do it. What I think we want is object info random. Oh, perfect. That works. Done. Problem solved. So theoretically, we should get a random color every time, right? Is that how that works? So as a test, let's save. Let me copy paste. No. Oh, it's because I have it saved. We got red eyes, copy paste. We got orange eyes, copy paste. We got purple eyes. It works. Bada boom. Cool. Now I have a ghost generator. Now I can make as many ghosts as I want. All right. Last but not least, I think we want like a dark cell inside of him. So I'm going to try and do this as best as I can. This is definitely a weird thing for us to be doing. I could use a volume. I'm going to use a volume. That's going to be the way we're going to do this. So I'm going to make an object. Come on. A icosphere of Necro Fried Chicken. I like your usual introduction. You're like an eldritch beast that just sort of bursts forth in chat. Alright, so we got a little icosphere inside this guy's belly. Love that description. I am predominantly a writer, so there's your description for you. You can use that wherever you like. Okay, so I'm kind of a broken record when it comes to Blender. I really like this. Anti-light. I'm a huge fan of this. I know it's the dumbest thing. Everybody's like, whatever, when I do this. I just love it. I love it so much. Actually, we want a principled volume, I think. I mean, it's just like awesome. It's as good as it gets. There's no reason not to use it. And there's a mission. Perfect. Hello? Is it broken? Why can't I delete this node? Delete, delete, delete. Can I delete this one? Is my delete key broken on my keyboard? I think my delete key broke. No, it didn't. There we go. That was weird. When it didn't respond, I thought Blender crashed, and I'm like, for what reason? The mouse has to be in the window for it to work. It was. Oh, maybe I clicked over. You're right. Maybe I did. Alright, so we have emission strength of -10. It's not really doing anything for us. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. -100. Why is that not processing? Does it not work as a volume? What am I missing? What am I missing? The volume's in the volume. Oh, I see that they updated. Oh no, there's more blues here. Simo, there's blues everywhere. What the heck? Okay. Black box intensity, -100. It could be a color thing. Let's change the color. No. Why are you not working? So the ghost is a surface, and the icosphere is a volume. I think I see what you're saying. Let's go back to principled BSDF. And then we'll try it this way, and I'll do emission -100, and we need to change the color to white. Oh, there we go. It's working. There we go. Now, do I actually want to do this? I really like the way that double emissions work, so maybe I'll put it inside the eyes. Let's try that. I'm not sure I love him having a black cube inside of him. The idea was it was going to be invisible. The emissive object was going to be nothing. But we can try this. In fact, a better way to do this is I'm literally just going to go to the eyes. I'm going to grab all of our coordinates. Hello? Put it on there. We'll do it just like that. And so if I go ahead and reduce it down to a weird little beady eye, and we let it do its thing, it doesn't really do anything. We're competing a little bit with the light here. Let's call you anti-light real quick. I'm going to add a mirror modifier on the ghost body. What are we missing? What am I missing? Base color is black. We'll keep it normal. We'll get rid of every little bit of this except for the emissive. The emissive is removing the color black. Doesn't seem to want to do anything. This is troubling. Very troubling. Why? So, what I would do at this point, I'll go ahead and hide that. We'll keep it there for just a second, but I'm going to hide it. The surface part might be messing with it. That makes sense with a Fresnel and a glass surface. Okay, well, it's not that important. I would like for the interior of this guy to be black, but I don't think it matters too much. All right. For the sake of SEMO, we're going to try something a little crazy. I am going to attempt to learn something new for once in my life. This is going to be called Jelly BSDF. And I will take on my demon, solidify and make it use a second material and make it black. What do you mean by that? What does that mean? Solidify and make it use a second material and make it black. You're talking about the total, like, object that we're working with right here? Okay. What do we want? Metallic. You can use solidify on our ghost to give it a second mesh on the inside. I think that's gonna not look the way that we want it to look. You're good. No worries. I want it to be really, I want it to be... So the idea for me is if you're looking at the ghost head on, you can only see the outline of it. And if you turn, you can see half of it. And if you can turn, you can see this half of it. Which I'm doing through IORs. And I think if I put a second surface in there, it might not work. Okay, so we got our random right here. I'll just put you on. Oh, he looks so good. And the mouth copies the color of the outside. It's perfect. Okay. Now we just got to make him invisible. How do you do invisibility? Transmission? Transmission. So transmission is going to be this. And this. Fresnel to transmitter or alpha. Is there an alpha? Oh, there is an alpha. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He looks a little less cool than he did the last time. He does work though. I can fix this. Let's keep tinkering away at this. Transmission's like a sort of color, I think. Oh wait, no, I had IOR just default. That's what it was. IOR is set to 2. Get rid of sheen tint, get rid of clear coat, get rid of roughness, get rid of specular. There we go. Metallic is part of it. Transmission tries to refract and bend light. Alpha just straight up lets it pass through. Good to know. Okay, so we'll come back to transmission then. So transmission roughness. So he should be pretty reflective at this point. If anything, I want to math node that and remove how reflective he is, but he doesn't look bad. clear coat. Clear coat. I don't think clear coat's doing much for us. I think this... Oh, clear coat normal. Metallic is in the principle only used if the material is actually metal. Yeah, but it looks like glass, right? Like, there's no other way to do glass in principled, is there? To the best of my understanding. IOR plus transmission is how you do glass. Alright, this requires some experimentation. I gotta see it with my own eyes. I got a guy. He's a little bit red. I go transmission. And 1.33 is my usual for glass. See, that doesn't look like glass to me. And the roughness is turned all the way down. No, I think glass has to have metallic. No, I know on the other one. I'm just thinking about this. I'm trying to think like from scratch. I'm making a glass model. Ignoring the ghost for right now. I'm thinking if I use the principled BSDF again in the future, what are we looking at? Roughness down. Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. You're right. You're right. You're right. Sorry. Every time you said roughness, I skipped over this and I went straight down to this. And I'm like, what do you mean? Yes, you're right. You're right. Okay, so back to the original model. You are correct. Of course you're correct. I just had to see it with my own eyes. You know me. I can't accept things at face value. So, no metallic. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There it is. That's the Jelly BSDF, for sure. Now, how does that compare? Get rid of the hands. Get rid of the eyes. I guess it's not a fair comparison. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. How does it compare? Ghost Jelly's definitely a little bit more haunting. We probably want to up that roughness a little bit. I actually really, really appreciate the back seating. You should not worry about that. I really, really appreciate how willing you all are to help. That's not a problem at all. I just have to do things for myself because if I don't do it with my own hands, I'll forget what you taught me. And if I forget, there's no point because I can't just call you on the phone and be like, what was that thing you said 3,000 times ago? Okay. Oh man, the one we made looks just a little bit better. How do I fix it? Okay. I'm automating a lot of stuff with this, and I didn't automate it previously. So let's deconstruct this. We have a transparency that is mixing with a glass. The glass is colored and has a roughness of 0.5. Okay, so let's just come back here. 0.5. Objectively, it has to be 0.5. Now we're looking at an IOR of 2. IOR of 2. Add some alpha. I had the alpha auto-calculating. Yeah, the alpha has to auto-calculate. So let's use a math node. You're right, though, to some degree. Let's auto-calculate that bad boy. With a multiply. Oh, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Oh, man, that little crescent up top does look a little bit better. Oh, how did we do it? How did we do that? Freshnel goes into a spherical, and the sphere is definitely what's doing it. The sphere goes into the color ramp. Color ramp is mixing between transparency and glass. So, question for you. I don't know if this is easy knowledge or what. If I plugged some stuff into a principled BSDF, how does the principled BSDF port to a shader in a game engine? Like, if I plugged literally these nodes into a principled BSDF, that wouldn't work, right? That's not like the same thing, because it can't backwards analyze shaders, right? I mean, I don't even know how that works. That seems crazy to me. You'd have to bake them as texture maps. Okay. Transmission looks fine. I'm very inclined towards this metallic. Okay, so for the time being, we're going to leave it as is. I prefer the original just a little bit more. When it comes time to port it, I'll freak out for a little bit, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure out what we're doing. I'm kind of inclined to give this guy horns, but I don't think that's in the spirit of what we're doing. So let's get back to this. Bring the hands back in, bring the eyes back in. Look at our boy. Cool, so we're just randomly generating colors, and we're randomly generating eyes. Very good. Very, very good. What next? What else do we need to do on this guy? I need to fix the back of him. That is A number 1, I think. So let's go ahead and bring in his tush just a little bit. Can go ahead and get rid of the hands while we're here. Want him to be like a nice little cone shape. Here we go. That's a good looking boy right there. Nice little weird cone-shaped boy. Okay. I mean, he looks great. He looks really good. His top down, he's a teardrop. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want that to look like. The eyes, I'm a little not thrilled with. What are we going to do for eyes? Humma. Anybody got any creative ideas for ghost eyes? My like immediate reaction is just to not have eyes. But I really like having that second color. I think that gives you a lot of expression. You know what I think might help us? Let's look at Wally real quick. I want to look at pictures of Wally. Wally robots. I think robots and ghosts have a lot in common. Ooh, oh yeah, like an LCD screen sort of thing. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool idea. Threw a nice tutorial for baking textures on the Discord so you can check it out later when you're trying to port things. Simo, you are so good to me. Thank you so much. Okay, so I don't know if this is what we want to do, but we're just learning a lot today. So while we're learning some stuff, let's go ahead and attempt eyes number 2. And I got an idea. This is going to be a weird one. This is going to be maybe... Oh. Let's use geometry nodes. Let's use geometry nodes. Let's use geometry nodes. Let's do it. Why not, right? Who cares? Okay, so I'm gonna make a cube. We're gonna make the cube pretty small inside this guy. And we're gonna go ahead and give it the shader already of this, which I'm gonna call Rand Eyes. That's a cool look. I actually like that look. That's not obvious, I wouldn't use that, but I like the way it looks. Okay, so we're in Geo. I'm just going to use this for right now. We can get rid of the hands. Geometry nodes, what a mad lad. Honestly, somebody's got to do it, right? Okay, so I know better than to deal with these attribute stuff. Attribute randomize. Let's get rid of the body for a second. Okay, so it's randomizing the points, I think. How does anybody use these things? How is anybody on Earth messing with geometry nodes? It's insane. Okay. Yes. So we're separating point values out. You use one mesh as a base and a second to put things on top of it. Now you're speaking my language. What? Input, object info. Oh, Necro. That's it. Yeah. I'm sure that was obvious. I'm sure everybody knew that. I'm sure everybody knew that. Oh well. I didn't know it, so it's time to learn. Will I ever even use geometry nodes? I don't know. They seem to be kind of useless to me in their current state. I know they can do cool things, but can they do cool things for me? I don't know about that. Okay, what was I looking at? I was looking at attribute compare. We still don't know what's up with these blue guys. I've been watching a crap ton of geometry node tutorials. It doesn't make any sense to me. That's like the big thing. Like, I don't get blue to purple and, like, it just, that's weird. Okay, carrying on. I want, oh no, I just ruined it. My bad. Input, object info. Oh, also, let's grab a random float while we're here. Let's check our inputs. I'm going to be very careful with our inputs. The light blues are numbers. Then what are grays? Because grays are numbers too, right? Like, that's a value, right? That's not blue. That's what I don't understand. Doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. Nobody knows. If anybody completely understands geometry nodes, they're not from Earth. Okay, so original shape, cube. let's go ahead and say a cube is probably a bad idea for an original shape. I just deleted our nodes. I'm so dumb. Oh well. Icosphere is where the money's at. We've got a lot of geometry to look at here. So I'm going to go ahead and put these back up. And we're here. Okay, so let's do some weird stuff. I want to splice some shapes together. I got an idea. I think I know what I want to do, if it's possible. I want to take this and break it up into a bunch of little balls that fill up the shape of the ghost. Point distribute. And we want the density to be the ghost body. And this is where things make... Oh? Oh? It liked scale. It likes scale. Oh, I'm very confused. Very confused. Okay, it's not point distribute. There's no way. Transform. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Rotation to rotation. Scale to scale. Location to location. We have a shape. I'm not sure why it's bigger than the shape that we want it to be. That doesn't make any sense. Very strange. Put in tandem. What do you mean tandem? What does that mean? This ain't gonna work, right? No. Oh, put in random. I mean, I can do that, right? But, like, I don't think that's what we want to be doing right now. Or just get stuff. No, I don't want to do that. I want to try and make the ghost shape. But it's not doing it, which is very strange to me, because it should be this, right? Mesh, Boolean, edge split, vector, transform. Transform is the only one that even sounds like it should be doing what we want it to do. Attribute fill. Here we go. Fill. Now what are we filling? This stuff makes no sense. Plug in the geometry from the object info into the geometry of the fill node? I mean, yeah, but now we just have the original object, right? What's the point of starting with a different mesh if we're just going to make a previous mesh? You've said something. You've said something. You've said something that really gets me thinking. Okay. I'm going to treat this like a shader. We're going to treat this as if it was just a shader. Let's do object info with hands. And then I'm going to grab join geometry, which I don't think is the correct operation, but I'm going to keep messing around. What the heck? Okay, so at least it works. So you're not supposed to use single geometry. This isn't like shaders. You're supposed to put a bunch of stuff together. You're supposed to smash a bunch of ideas together. We're here. We're back. So I want to... I mean, it feels like it should be like shaders. I get that it's not. These aren't booleans. You can't just use booleans. It's not going to be just booleans. Yep. Okay. So we want... Where is it? Where is that, like, double boolean? There you are. Okay, so we don't want to intersect... Oh my gosh, it just does it. Oh, that's... Oh, okay, okay, okay. Union does the exact same thing that the original one just did. Difference does that. How is this any different than just using modifiers? I guess it's not the same as modifiers because you can do a bunch of them in tandem, so it's just a different way of visualizing modifiers. I think that's how it should have been advertised. This is just a different way of visualizing modifiers. Instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4 and put this one above that one and this one above that one, you're just connecting nodes together. Just the same as, like, you can look at a shader and you can do it this way, but it's dumb and you shouldn't do it this way. It's the exact same thing as that. It's not some crazy mumbo jumbo. It is just like a specific... It's much more powerful. I don't see how, though. I mean, I'm the amateur here. I'll accept it. Like, I'm not, we're cool there. But something's a little weird here. Oh, relative. You can use custom attributes. Yes, but how? That's been like my big problem so far. Oh, relative does it based on the offset. There we go. That's what I was looking to do earlier. Okay, so now I take this boolean and I can go to point distribute. And we just up that density to 50. And so far, that's the only thing I know how to do. So far, that's my best bet, is doing this. So if you put that in shader, you're just going to get a bunch of glowing... I might melt my computer if I try to do this. Okay, let's not do that. Yeah, but like, what would I ever do with this? Why would I ever do this? Like, if I wanted to make this, realistically, I would take a cube, or whatever shape this is. It looks like a cube to me. It looks like a weird, not normalized cube. I would take a cube, and I would put it on a particle system, and then just pop it out from this, and then hide the original geometry. And this is the best thing I can do with geometry nodes. This is as good as I can get. How are people going beyond this? I'm sure they are. I'm not trying to say like it's impossible. Like, there's people who run faster than me. There's people who play chess better than me. Like, of course there's people who are better. I'm not trying to claim that, but like, how? This way doesn't need to use physics, so it's faster? That's a really good point. That's an amazing point. That is such a good point. Wow. Okay, that's a cool way of thinking about it. Excuse me. While I have the geometry here, let's try a couple other things. People made trees and salads with it. What? So, like, how is that different from the displacement modifier? Like, now I'm in this world where I'm like, I understand displacement doesn't use geometry it like simulates geometry using height maps, bump maps, stuff like that. This isn't that. This actually changes the geometry. But displacement is now its own weird separate thing that's sort of in between shaders and geometry nodes. And so if you were to use displacement and geometry nodes in tandem with each other, how would you even wrap your brain around that? I don't know. You can. I know you can. Oh my gosh. I'm not made for this. Oh, wow. We got something that looks kind of normal. Oh, and I got it to do it. Yes. Okay. Now, let me mess this thing up. Let me jack this up royally, please. How can I jack it up? How do I turn this into a salad? Not sure I understand. I think every time I work on a mesh from now on, I'm going to say, how do I turn this into a salad? I think that's going to be like my shirt. When I make it big, it's gonna say, how do I turn this into a salad? Because geometry node is set as a modifier, you can stack modifiers before and after the Geo-Nodes. I get that. And I'm not making fun of Geo-Nodes. Let me make it very clear. The more things we have, the better, right? This existing does not hurt me. This is not bad. This is excellent. And people that are making cool stuff with it, excellent. I'm just confused. I just can't wrap my brain around it. Like, to go back to the other example, if you put a chessboard in front of me and somebody beats me at chess, I can understand why they beat me. This? Yeah, competing with Houdini, I've heard that. This is crazy. This is the craziest thing in the world. So I guess the next question for me is, like, why have the base mesh when you have this node? It's like it reminds me a lot of the compositor, actually. I don't know if I can even find that base node. Where was that base node at? Input. It wasn't that. You can't even find the basic node. Strange. So that black node, the group input that it starts you with is just gone. But you can simulate it exactly with this. Necro, just to let you know, I'm probably not gonna be like a Geo-Node guy. It's probably not gonna be like my big thing. I had a little bit of time here at the end of stream and I wanted to sort of just think about it for a second, you know? I probably will look up some tutorials here or there, and maybe we'll make something with it, but if I ever use Geo-Nodes, it's gonna be like, welcome to the Geo-Node stream. It's not gonna be like, oh, let me do Geo-Nodes real quick. You know, I don't see myself doing that, at least not now. Maybe in the future. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and delete this, and delete that. And we're gonna go back to normal. Alright, so I got a couple more minutes. I promised our good friend of the channel... Oh, also, those group input nodes are set up so you can add inputs in the modifier window, like how grouped nodes can in Shader. Got it! Why not allow us to do it from object info? Maybe that'd be impossible? Not sure. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That's very exhausting. All of that was very exhausting, in a good way. So, I promised our good friend Joe that I would let him give us a prompt But if people want to preempt a prompt for us to do a speed sketch, let's get some ideas for speed sketches going. And we'll take Joe's input around 4:30. In the meantime, I am going to fix this guy up. It is amazing to me that 15 minutes is virtually no time when I'm streaming, but is a long time when I'm not streaming. Every time I start a stream, it's like time just halts. Everything goes so slow. Okay, I'm gonna save. I'm going to copy our ghost real quick. We're gonna call this the mod ghost. Yeah, exactly. When you're 3D modeling, 15 minutes is nothing. If you asked me to watch a 15-minute video, I'd be like, that's a long time. If you asked me to make a model in 15 minutes, I'd be like, what, you think I like can model instantly? We have mirror turned on. Is it still gonna do it? It does. Okay, so I'm gonna make some... Oh, what? Why does it look like that? That got really weird really quickly. Okay, we want a sharp. Very small sharps. Oh, it's because there's two, obviously. There we go. Now we're back. I want some sharps to come up. Like that. And then I'm going to grab it and move it back. Let's turn off that real quick. I'm going to grab these. Is this going to work? This seems like it's a... No, it works perfect. Oh, it works so nice. And then if I grab all of these... And we take these in just a little bit. That didn't really work the way you wanted it to, but we'll get there. I think it would be highly unlikely that these creatures would have horns. But if I don't experiment, I'm not going to appreciate the full design. So let's just try giving them horns. I think this is going to be the idea for just a sec. Just like this. Yep, nice, perfect little horns. And I go ahead and turn that back on. And now all we need to do is just pull up on this guy right here. So I think the easiest way I know how to do this is to subdivide that, grab you, and hit J. That didn't work at all the way I wanted it to. Hold on. Subdivide that. Subdivide that. Now you two, I hit J. You two, I hit J. J. And J. Bada boom. There's a horn. It didn't work on that side. Okay. Oh, it didn't do any of it on that side. That's a yikes. J, 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 J. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. I've screwed it up. As per the norm, we have to J that and J that. do this. And actually, now that I'm thinking about the horns a little bit more specifically, it might be cool if horns are like a status symbol for these little ghosts. That'd be a really cool way to differentiate characters. I suppose I should mention, this is for a game that I'm working on right now. Ghosts are the main casts of characters. They're just real spooky boys, as you might imagine. And they do a lot of weird manipulative stuff to you. They try to get you to do chores for them, basically. It's kind of the whole premise of the game. So, gotta make some ghosts. There we go. And if we're here, it looks like a ghost. I would be inclined to do this. Boom. Proportion, smooth. Let's get it nice in there. If you're doing it that way, I would recommend making the horns as separate objects so you can different horns and not have to make different ghosts. That's probably a good idea, but I'm worried about the jelly because I want there to be that clear, tangible film around them. And if the ghosts have a separate horn, I don't want it to show up too obviously. Otherwise, I totally agree with that. I think editability, like having it really easy to edit, is probably a big thing for us. Okay, so if we put him back on, he looks so good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and objectively, I'm removing the anti-light, and I'm removing the anti-light. I might be inclined just to remove the eyes and the arms, and just have different ghost bodies. So let's do that. So this is going to be 2-horn ghost. This is going to be ghost. So I can remove that ghost, keep this ghost. Space ghost from coast to coast. And then we can grab this ghost and copy him. Throw him back up where we like it. We have double eyes. I don't know why we have double eyes. We have double hands. I don't know why we have double hands. We got ghost number 2 now. So I'm going to call you 1-horn ghost. And then maybe we'll make like a king ghost. That could be a cool speed sketch. If I can manipulate the speed sketch a little bit, maybe we can make a crown. Or some sort of royal thing that makes this character different. I mean, dare I say that would be really nice for us. But the speed sketch is something I like to honor. So whatever you want is fine. I just promised Joe that Joe would get a say in it. So whatever you guys come up with is cool. You just got to run it by Joe. I want a really, like, narwhal, scary, big horn. So, I think, objectively, we just want to do this. J. 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 And J. And then, hello? There we go. And then we want to take them, and we want to subdivide 3 times. Shift R, Shift R, Shift R. And then I will just go like that, and hit J. Repeat. Repeat. And we're just going. We're just cruising now. 1,000,000 miles per hour. Let's go. Simo, I'm sure you are deep in the middle of making your own ghost. Am I right? What are you up to right now? It's always a worry with you. You're always up to something. Nothing at the moment. That is the most suspicious thing you could have said, but I will choose to believe you. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and throw our subsurface back on. I'm kind of inclined to grab this and slide it down. Or slide it up or dissolve it. And then grabbing you and then sliding you up to a nice sharp point. You hearing these people outside my window? Boy, you live here or what? People come in our neighborhood acting like this. It's like, we know where you live. Like, do you want to get your car keyed or like, what? All right. So that is the second one. I think it needs to be rounder. It looks a little too boxy. So let's turn this off. Let's grab you. Let's just grab all of that, all that, all that. Nope. Nope. All right. All right, folks. What do you want to see me speed sketch? It is time to start talking about speed sketching because I gotta go here soon. If Joe comes in and gives us some ideas, we'll kind of combine stuff together or whatever we got to do. But it is time. It is time to start thinking about speed sketching. So what do you want to see? Ooh, that's it. That's it right there. Look at that. Oh, he's so nice. Oh, I love him. Our boy's great. And without any extra, he's here. Look at him. Look at him. This is a character straight out of Luigi's Mansion. I'm not loving the eyes. We'll redo the eyes at some point. But this looks great. Perfect. We'll take it. Joe has returned. Joe, you got any ideas for speed sketching? I kind of want everybody to sort of combine ideas together. We're gonna make something crazy, something super weird. At the promise time, nonetheless. Let's hear it. Let's hear those ideas. Dredge. I love that word. When I was first planning on streaming, I had an idea for a segment called Dredging, where I was going to go through my Steam library and play games that I've never played before that I got in maybe bundles or wherever else. And I was just going to dredge through my games. But slowly and surely, my content became more and more about 3D modeling than playing games, which I think is good. I think 3D modeling is more productive for me and it's been more positive for me overall. But the idea did exist. And I suppose it still does, and maybe I'll do it one day. You know what? Looking at this horn, New idea, new idea. Check this out. We're gonna press save real quick, and I'm gonna grab you. All of those guys, right? What do we get if we average these guys together? That's bad. What if we get more of like a scoop going? Or, better yet, what if we do all of these guys? So 1, and we'll just keep going until we get a shape we like. Like that. Like a beetle horn, basically. Yeah. Okay, I like that. That's good. A little bit more subtle. Okay. What do you got? What's the task for today? What are we looking at? He looks like he's haunting me. No, please! A keyboard, but it's a mimic. That sounds like the hardest thing you could ever give me. Sure. Oh my god, Joe. Joe. Alright. No, it's fine. When you say keyboard, I'm taking the liberty of saying it's a computer keyboard. Oh god, this is going to be impossible. Either type. You meant piano keyboard. Piano keyboard's way harder for me. Okay, I'm thinking. I'm meditating on this. This is hard. This is a very hard one. All right, keyboard. We're in it. Okay, so Ghost, you're good. You've done us well. Goodbye. Now we're gonna do keyboard mimic. I hope you put this in a campaign. Otherwise, what is the point? All right, we're gonna start with a cube. We don't need to be in render view. That's gonna absolutely kill us. And let's go for it. You don't do modern stuff. I mean, nobody does modern stuff. Okay. Oh man, I have a lot of weird ideas for this. All right. I don't want to get caught up. This isn't going to be a brilliant piece of artwork. This has got to be like, I got to go fast. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of this. It's going to be a nice mechanical keyboard. The kind that you love to see. I think it's upside down. Is it upside down? It's hard to tell. 0.2. Okay, we're gonna want a bunch of keys. So let's make a key real quick. It's got to be a cube. It's got to come up like this. It looks like this. It has a little crick in it. And then the top part comes in just a little bit. Like that. If I'm being really crazy, it has a thing on the bottom that comes in. I'm going to do 2 of them because I already know what's going to happen if I try to do 1 of them. We're going to extrude along normals, go inside just a little bit. Alright, it's here. It's subsurface. Why did it do that? Okay. I don't have time to think, so I'm just going to do it like this. Let's grab all of you, and we're going to go sideways by 1.9. And we're going to grab all of you, and go sideways by 1.9. Okay, that's a keycap. It's a little much, but it's a keycap. It'll work. Too bad. It's going to be small. Real small. If you think I'm going to sit here and count every single keycap and how many we need to have, nope, I'm not doing that. All right. Oh, we did the ghost upside down. Oh no, I just realized that we did the ghost upside down. Oh well, that's an easy fix. I would prefer if the joke sketch was upside down, but sure, we'll take this. Okay. Modifier array. I'm going to have to finalize the array, so I don't get to have the luxury of doing whatever I want here. All the way across. Right there. 1.05 frees us up 1 more. Excellent. And then we'll add 1 more array at the bottom. And this one is going to be offset by 0, and then by 1.05 again. Negative 1.05. It is nice and evenly spaced. I don't care about ergonomics. Keyboard. Done. Okay. Oh, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. Okay, so let's go ahead and say you are keyboard base. You are reg keys. I'm going to hit reg keys copy and remove our arrays. Oh, I messed up. I goofed it. You are X key. You are reg keys. Got our keys. We're going to hit apply. No. Apply. Apply. Why did they offset? Why did they offset? What? Oh. Okay. Well, we've committed. We've committed. Too late. We've committed. It's gone. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go into edit. We're going to separate by loose parts. Come here. Where are you? Go into object mode and then delete. Excuse me. Okay, so I need to delete these guys. Delete. Delete these guys. That should be good. We should be set there. Okay, so now I am going to... We're going to make another collection real quick. You're going to be called not keys. And then we're going to immediately put keys in there. And I'm going to put the base in there. And then we're going to close off all this. These guys don't exist to us anymore. Okay, not keys. We have X key. There you are. X key is long. Not that long. Right there. Sure, you'll do. Copy you, bring you down. Copy you, bring you down. Copy you, bring you down. How many are we doing? 3? 3. All right. Now we got to go from the other side. So we want 1, 2, 3. I already know how I'm going to have to do this, and I'm not pleased about it. Okay, now I'm going to copy you. And you are... Nope. You're our spacebar. Look how bad that looks. Spacebar. There we go. And then we need to copy you, push you up just a little bit. Copy you, push you up all the way up here. Copy you, bring you here. And then I need to grab you, go into edit mode. We need to grab 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent, that's it. And I need to extrude along normals. Let's not extrude along normals. Let's extrude in a straight line. Not normal, based on global. And we're going to be going 0. Just like this. That works. Perfect. We got an enter key. Okay. Now, we got to turn it into a mimic. Oh, goodness. One more thing while we're here. While I'm doing it, might as well do it. Might as well get it done with. We're going to go ahead and add a cylinder. We're going to turn it 90 degrees. I should be doing one of these a day. These things are so good for me. Trying to think about things in very fast ways is like very, very good for you. Okay, I could sit and worry about this plug for a long time, so I'm not going to. Instead, we're just going to go into edit mode. We're going to grab just the end of him, and you're gone. Yippee-ki-yay. All right. Goodness me, how are we going to do this? I'm going to have to kind of guess it a little bit. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to grab the box. We're going to grab edit. We're going to put this on. And I'm going to put it right where we want it. Not quite there. More like that. Yep, that's it. As Simo has showed us, we're going to grab it right there. We're going to press V to rip it open. Sure, I guess. Um. Oh man. Okay. So wait. Let's press V on it and just barely rip it open, ever so slightly, and then I'm going to X-ray, and this is going to be a big problem. Let's grab all of our vertices. Oh no, this is a lot. This is a lot. We want just that one that we just made. That one. Okay, we're going to pull the whole thing down. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this. No. No, 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 no. Tell you what, we're going to do this 7 times. And then I'm going to grab you, and what? You, I guess? Sure, I'm not sure what that was. We're going to pull you down, and we're going to proportion it using only connected. That should do really well for us. Okay, now it gets easier. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. And then I'm going to grab just you and rotate you. You, rotate you. I don't care if it clips a little bit. Too bad. That's just the way of life. Okay, we have a rip. We do have a rip. So now all I need to do is make teeth and fill that gap with teeth, and we should be good. And I'm going to do eyes, and then we're done. Okay, we still have 10 minutes. We're actually doing really good. What the heck? Since when was I good at things? All right. I'm inclined for the teeth to be like literal razor blades. I think that is the most haunting imagery that I can conjure. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a rotation on the y-axis? No. Z-axis of 45. I will go ahead and stretch you, sir. Let's apply. And set origin to geometry. There we go. There we go. Edit. J. Delete that. And then we will grab you, and we're going to shrink you. We're going to attach you to an array with a slight gap in between. And how many can we fit? That's perfect. That's exactly where we want it. No, no, no. Whoops, I messed up. We want it underneath there. Should really try to wave it a little bit, but I guess we're not going to do that. Sure, that'll do. Make these just a little bit smaller. Okay, that is plane 1, and plane 2, we're just going to go ahead and do a 180-degree rotation. Grab them, pull them up, and offset them slightly. And I will be sure to add one more. Okay. So let's start coloring some stuff and see what this looks like. Because I'm not sure if this matches yet. I'm not sure if we're here. I want that disgusting, gross looking, like, old keyboard. We still have the Highlands as our check, which is good. So, okay, we'll use the BSDF since we're here. Why not? It's going to be very reflective. Base color needs to be dropped down a little bit. Absolutely no roughness. These things are daggers. Maybe a little bit of roughness. And then I want to put the tiniest amount of emission on it so that you can see some reflection. Same thing here. I should call this material razor teeth. Now, this comes the part that I hate. I should have done this in a smarter way. My bad. We're going to go ahead and do another one. I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm not exporting this. This is not getting used in anything, so I'm going to use a gloss. I can't even begin to think in a BSDF format, so we're doing this. I'm going to do like a 0.3. You know what I would like to do? I'm going to get a picture of an old keyboard, and we're going to color match it. Because it has very particular, disgusting colors. To anybody that loves the way they look, I'm sorry, I don't mean disgusting. They're just like, they're grody. They look unclean. Nah, fam, they nasty. Okay, well, somebody's speaking the truth out here. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this color. And then I'm going to actually do it a different way. We're going to grab this color. I kind of think we should be using a different world. Let's use a different world real quick. The overcast cliff is not doing us any honors. We want sunrise. Oh, it's too dreamy. No, 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 no. Let's do mono interior. There we go. Office space. Perfect. Now we're into just a real office space. Okay. We're crunching on time. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm thinking about too many things. We're going to do that. We're going to drop that scale down and just kind of let it be kind of gross and muddy. The emission, I think, needs to be darker and more neutral. Base color should also be darker. I could have made that mouth a little bit bigger, I think. Oh well. Okay, so this is going to be a huge problem. Are we prepared? There's no way to add textures to multiple at one time, is there? There probably is, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm sure there's a smarter way to do this. This is the way I'm doing it. Too bad. kind of wish I had an HDRI that was like fluorescent light bulb above you. That would have been perfect for this. I thought mono interior would be pretty close, but it's actually pretty warm, all things considered. Maybe I'll have to make one. Okay, so all of this should be keyboard. Oh, no! This is gonna be awful. This is gonna be the worst. This is my whole time right here. Oh, man. What a hard prompt. This was... Joe, this was a very hard prompt. How dare you? We don't want to give him a jelly key. Alright, I'm just going as fast as I can. You're doing a great job with it. It's not what I pictured. I wanted it to be a little grosser. Actually, I know exactly how to do it. We're gonna run over on our time a little bit, but I have an idea that's too good. I have an idea that is too good to ignore, so I'm gonna use it. I have a really solid idea that I think is gonna make this click. I need to add eyes, and then I'm gonna do my special weird idea. It also has way too many keys. No. That's how you can tell it's fake if it has too many keys. It's like checking the chains on Dark Souls. If the chains are backwards, then it's a mimic and it's gonna eat you. Joe, you strike me as somebody who's very into Dark Souls. I know you play a lot of retro games. You're more of a retro guy, but how do you feel about that Dark Souls? You love Dark Souls 1. I can understand that. Dark Souls 2 is such a weird game. Such an absolutely strange game. Dark Souls 2 does not feel like a Dark Souls game. You're like... One, you're upgrading all your abilities with this like lady who is very clearly the inspiration for the doll from Bloodborne. And the story is so like specific. It's like there's kings waging wars with each other, but then there's a king of each kingdom, kind of like Adventure Time, and they each have like artifacts or special abilities, and it's just very strange. Dark Souls 3, on the other hand, is a game that I think is exceptional and really went off of the series in a positive, great way. The Ringed City, the final DLC area for Dark Souls 3, is one of the coolest design areas I've ever seen in a game. It is just weird and special in all the right ways. There's these angels that have like fleshy, veiny wings that fly above you, shooting lasers down. And the whole thing is like, it's a desert that's sinking in on itself, and it's collecting all the buildings from the previous games. It's just like bizarre. It's very cool. Alright, we are almost done with our our task, our bad task that a Greek god I can't pronounce had to do one time. And is probably still doing to this day. So, now we're going to get to the big stuff. Now I hear you asking, how are you going to make an eyeball for this guy? Oh man, I got an idea. I got a great idea. First off, let's go back to here. Let me add a... In fact, what I'm gonna do, never mind. Let's grab this, grab that. I want to just see this. I'm going to separate selection. Perfect. And now this guy is going to be something, and we'll get back to that. And then the eyeball is going to be right here. Both of these need to get a little bit larger. You know what? I kind of botched it with this one. Let's just go ahead and put the set origin to geometry, set origin to geometry. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and scooch them back towards each other. All right, I hope you can see what I'm going to do. I hope it seems obvious at this point. We're going to go ahead and make a icosphere of 3. We're going to make it really small. And we got one of those little gross trackpads that keyboards used to have on them. In fact, there's usually a little like knob that brings it up. So let me make that knob real quick. Cylinder. I'm not thinking about things too hard anymore. I'm just kind of going at as fast as I can. Just like that. And then it needs to be tall. It needs to hold the whole thing up. Come on. Just like that. Okay. That's going to be our eyeball. So now we're back to shader, and we should be just about done. So this guy needs to get the keyboard material. This guy needs to get an eyeball. If I'm cheating, I'm going to use that eye. And I'm cheating. Okay, and last but not least, we have the bottom of this thing, which is not going to have keyboard. It's going to have a brand new material. And this should sell it. I'll keep the gloss just as is. We're going to put in a color ramp right here. Color ramp needs to be like a monstrous sort of blue color right there. It needs to be like a dark, deep, weird red. And then near the red, there needs to be a purple like that. And then we're going to go ahead and add some wave textures to it. It's so not bright. Why are you so dark? I'm going to add one more object to it, actually. We're going to add a really bright object in here. We'll get back to that. In the meantime, let's do this. Scale goes up pretty high. Distortion goes up even higher. Perfect. That's the mouth. Done. Razor blade teeth. I'm not liking the way they look. I'm redoing them. I'm going to go ahead and just do what we do and make them glossy. Make them extremely glossy. And make them a little bit... You know what? They're going to be bright white. William, I do remember you. You're Kurt. You are Mr. Kurt from Hordes. All right. Let's go ahead and put a tiny little cube in here. Down we go. Down we go. Down we go. We want this little guy. Actually, actually, we got it. We're here. This is not a website. This is us making a crazy, weird mimic for Joe. Joe wanted us to make a keyboard mimic. So we're making a keyboard mimic. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so this theoretically, if I do this correctly, let's go ahead and make it the random eye. We're gonna do another one. We're gonna call this emit. No, I don't love it like that. I just want it peering through the teeth. Come here. I could probably make the characters in hordes pretty easily, I think. But that's going to have to be for another day, because we're basically out of time here today. Okay. That's going to be that. And the emission strength. First off, the color. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to be playing Pyre here in just a second. If you haven't seen Pyre, it is a beautiful, gorgeous game. I'm going to be doing that with some very Little League-esque voice acting. So if that's your cup of tea, that's what I got coming up next. I really want this to catch, but it doesn't seem like it wants to pour too much light out. Pyre, like a fire pyre. Yep, Joe's got it. Anyway, oh, I got one more thing for the keyboard, and I'm done. One more thing. We're gonna do this. This is gonna be called Keyboard Dark. And for this guy, I'm going to change the color to this. And that should be pretty set for us. So let's go ahead and change a few of these to Keyboard Dark. Just to give us that extra little crunch that you know it's authentic. And we'll say that this is going to be it. As soon as I get these darks up, I mean, this is a very hard request. This was probably the hardest sketch I've done to date. But I'll try and get a nice picture of it, and I'll throw it up on the Discord a little bit later. And this will be like our next one. I'm proud of it. It's very cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, not there. And then we'll do 3 from the side. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right here. You know, I got an affinity towards gaming, so let's go ahead and just do that. That'll be a little not Easter egg, because it'll be obvious to literally everybody who's ever played a game before, but sure, it'll be our little Easter egg, quote unquote. There you go. This is the keyboard mimic. Let me go ahead and make it full screen, and there we go, nice and crisp. So I'm gonna attempt to take a picture of it somehow, and I'll post it. Oh, and also, I'm a little bit of a crazy man. Let's do this. I'm never settled. I can't just give up. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, I've run over on my time. 10 minutes late. So this has been roughly 40 minutes of work. Man, I'm like sweating. With my armpits well into view of camera. My apologies. So I'm gonna take a quick little break. I'm gonna get some more water. Wow. I literally just dumped water all over my lap. I thought it was empty. Never mind. I'm gonna go ahead and refill this water. Then I'll be back in just a second to play some Pyre. We're gonna run over because I ran over for this segment. So perfect. I will see you all very soon. Oh, and I'm going to post this on the Discord later tonight with a real render, a full render of this. Joe, if you want to put it on your stream or use it for an enemy or something, it's there. If not, you're fine. I did this for myself. You should get a Discord. Discord's awesome. Otherwise, I will see you all in about 5 minutes. Be right back.